Hello, my name is Overlornamer, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a villager-powered crop farm. So I'm going to be building this with you and explaining how it works along the way. Over in this box right here, I have a list of materials required to build the farms. I also have some pre-set up models of the farms over there. So type 1 is the carrot and potato farm, and type 2 is the wheat farm. Let's just start with type 1 for now. Let's leave that in there. So type 1 is going to require 81 blocks of dirt, 3 stacks of cobblestone, 3 hoppers, 1 comparator, 1 observer, 1 redstone dust, 1 chest, 1 rail, a pickaxe, a hoe, a shovel, villagers, a minecart and hopper, and some carrots. So the first component we need to craft is a comparator. These are a little weird. I always forget the crafting recipe, but luckily I have memorized it, I think, this time. It is 3 redstone torches, 1 nether quartz, and 3 stone. Yep, there we go. There's a nice little comparator. Well, next thing we need to craft is an observer. These I craft even less than comparators. I don't know why, I just don't use observers in my normal world for some reason. They're really great blocks too. Anyway, to craft this, you need 6 cobblestone arranged like this, 1 nether quartz, and 2 dust. And that'll give you your observer. Anyway, now that we have these, on to the next bit, which is redstone dust. Have that. Chest, rail, and I'll get the hoppers while I'm at it. So we've got all our iron and all the wood crafted up. We're going to need a whole bunch of chests. I believe that is enough. 3 hoppers, 1 minecart hopper, and 1 chest. Yep, that's everything we need. Let's craft up the hoppers. And hoppers are kind of expensive, but if you don't know, they're crafted like this with a V of iron, 5 iron, and 1 chest per hopper. So in total this uses 20 iron, which is kind of a bit, but in the grand scheme of things it's not that hard to come by. And we are going to need rails too. Rails. How did I forget the rails? Anyway, you just take 1 stick and a whole bunch of iron, and that gives you 16 rails. I don't actually know what I'm going to do with the other 15 though, because I only need 1. Anyway, while we're at it, let's grab our tools, a pickaxe, a hoe, and a shovel. I have all of those tools over here in my toolbox. A pickaxe, a shovel, and a hoe. And I like science, so I name them sciencey things. Don't judge me. Actually, feel free to judge me all you want in the comments. Anyway, let's craft up a minecart to put a hopper in it. And then from there, what else do we need? We're going to need just crops, carrots. I think I got everything. So, the last thing we're going to need, because I already captured some villagers over here at this village house. I don't actually know why there's a village house in the middle of nowhere, but we'll ignore that for now. Are the carrots, and yeah. Ethan the Ender Mailman is a little bit of a weird guy. I'll leave it at that. Let's take 2 of the stacks, and I'll unload the rest later. You are going to need water. That's something I don't think that this book mentioned, but you're going to need water. So let's build our farm right about here. Measure out 9 blocks. You're going to need a 9 by 9 square. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then just turn that into a square. 81 blocks is exactly, 9 by 9 is exactly 81, and you're going to need 81 blocks of dirt for this, just to lay it all out first. You will have some dirt left over. I believe 4. So from here, from each corner, you're going to count out 1 block, 2 blocks horizontal, and then the block in front of you, the 3rd block you break. That's going to be where the water goes. 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. And now, right now, I recommend digging a little tunnel underneath. And this is where you're going to set up your redstone. So first off, dig out the block in the middle, as that's where you're going to put your chest and hopper. And just dig out a small space underneath it. I'd say just about a 3x3 space should be good enough. Anyway, let's go take a little bit of a closer look at this model. So I built this little viewing gallery here so we could watch our villager here work. But what he does is he walks around when he's not going in circles and collects all the grown carrots. I'll give you an inside tour. So after he's done collecting all these carrots and replanting them, or that's what he should be doing if he weren't freaking out, he's going to attempt to plant them right here. This piece of, the way the light is set up, this piece of dirt right here is at light level 7. If you don't know what the light levels are, then basically Minecraft, in order to dictate the mob spawning, created a light level system, where basically the closer you are to a light source as a block, the higher a light level you have. The lowest is 0, highest is 15, I believe. Mobs can spawn at 7 or below. However, this 7 block, since it is a farmland, mobs cannot spawn on it. The cool thing about crops and light systems is that crops will not grow on a light level 7 or more. So when the villager picks up his carrots, replants them, and tries to plant one on, you'll notice that you can hear me clicking and I can't plant it on. He can, but what happens is this block updater will make this carrot realize that it is not allowed to be planted here because it's light level 7 and will break it. Then there's a minecart hopper inside this block that picks up the carrot and transports it downwards through this hopper into this chest. You can see we got a good amount of carrots here. I suppose we should fill in the water and complete the basic farm. Put the water in those 4 areas we dug out, and then just go around and till the ground. Now then we can set up the basic hopper system. So, there's 2 ways to do this. You can either place the hopper underneath, or what I like to do is first we place the chest, then the hopper, and then we're going to place the minecart with a hopper inside this block right here. Now to do this, you're actually going to need a piston, which is something I don't have on me, but I can quickly grab one if you stay with me for a bit. So now that we have our piston and our lever, we're going to head back over to the farm and unify the minecart and this dirt. It's an interesting process. So you just build 2 up. We're going to need to break this again. Place the piston facing downwards with the dirt. Head back up the top and activate the piston. You'll now see the shadow outline there of that minecart with a hopper, and if you throw anything on this dirt block, it gets picked up. It's a very helpful system, and it's used a lot in secret passcodes and things like that. Let's complete the updater now. So in order to make sure that this carrot breaks instantly when the villager places it, because if you don't have an updater, it'll take a while, you place an observer and a minecart dust. So what happens is this minecart dust acts as a block updater. So to turn that into a clock, all you need to do is take 3 blocks like this. You need to create what is called a hopper clock, which is fancy redstoner speak for 2 hoppers facing each other with 1 item in between. You'll notice the item hops back and forth. And then what happens is when you take the comparator output of a hopper, it'll activate when there's an item in it and deactivate when there's no item in it. So what this does is this will change the value on this comparator, and the observer detects that and will turn on and off with the comparator. So this is now a functioning block updater. So from there, all there really is to do is build up the farm around it. So in order for it to work, you're going to need a dark area. So let's just build a basic cobblestone square. Yeah, kind of sad, but this is what needs to be done. So you're going to need to bring 2 blocks out like this on every side, meaning you can't have a symmetrical entrance, which is a little sad, but you know, you gotta suffer for the redstone, I guess. You bring 2 blocks out, and what this is going to act as is basically a tube that makes the lighting perfect. You're going to place torches inside of these tubes, so leave them hollow on the inside so that it looks a bit like this. And then with the torches on the inside of those tubes, you're basically going to be able to, or those torches are going to make sure that the light level on the middle block is exactly 7, and that all the other blocks are 8 or above. So for the basic lighting around the area, I'm going to use sea lanterns, and they're going to be positioned a little bit off, right here. So you see how you have the water sources? Go 1 block away from the center diagonally, and place the sea lantern right there. I didn't mess up there, okay? Thank you. Well, anyway, now that you have the those sea lanterns all set up, place torches at the very end. And what this does is, if you go into that's not F3, F3, there we go. So let's go to F3. Notice it's kind of almost directly to the left of where my cursor is. Beneath where it says biome, it says light. And see the first number that says 7, or the numbers that says 7 next to block? That means that the light level is 7. We go 1 out, it's 8, meaning crops can grow, but right here, and only right here, is it 7. That is perfect. That is exactly what we want. For this one, you only need 1 villager. However, it is very important that it is a farming villager, a brown coat guy, like this guy right here. He has to have a brown coat. There we go. Make sure it's all tilled up and everything, and then you're really good to go on this design. When those crops grow, he will harvest them, and then we'll plant them. Let's move on to the next one. This one is nowhere near as complex as the other one, and should be a lot simpler. But, if anything is indicated by how well the first one went, this is not going to go well. Anyway, let's grab the materials book, and let's see what it has to say. 80 dirt, 2 stacks of cobble, 1 stack of glass, 1 chest, 1 hopper, and 1 rail. Oh yeah, that's much simpler than before. Let's craft ourselves a chest and a hopper. Here's the chest for the hopper. You don't need any complex redstone things for this one. This one's pretty easy. A rail, we've got that, and a villager and hopper. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. Wait, did I say a villager and hopper? I just caught that now. That would be, I mean, that's doable. Is it? That would be actually. That'd be really weird if you could transport mobs through hoppers. This farm basically works on the premise that villagers like to share. And if you didn't know about this, then I don't blame you. It's kind of a strange little feature. But if you have a farmer who's farming crops, and if he has a certain amount of crops in his inventory, because they have inventories, they will farm, he will actually throw his crops at other villagers. So this setup basically steals the crops when he throws them at the other guy. You can kind of see that little black shape there, and what that is that's another minecart hopper inside of a block, and that will steal all the bread that this guy makes and throws to this guy. So you can see the collection's right here, and it's collected a good amount of wheat seeds, wheat, and a whole ton of bread. That'll be helpful actually, because I'm in survival most of this time, and I don't have much food. I've only got 20 chicken on me. Anyway, let's get to building it. I guess we'll build it over here. So for this one, I'm going to build it in the ground again, and it's another 9 by 9. So let's install the water sources. You need to make sure the chest is right there, or excuse me, right there, because the hopper is going to sit right above it, and then above the hopper is going to be the minecart, which needs to be 1 block above. This is so that the minecart with hopper will catch the items. Let's grab the hopper, put the rails down, get the minecart with hopper, break that block, and I guess, yeah, I'll set up the piston system now. And it does look a little weird, but you're gonna have to live with that. It should be unpushable from all sides, so it can't be affected. And then from there, this is the hardest part. You're gonna need to get the villager up there. I did not think this through, to be entirely honest. I have no idea how I'm gonna get the villager up there. I'll figure something out eventually. Let me just toss this. Don't need that. But now when you're done with, you know, the whole with the whole centerpiece business there, then you just do what you did on the first one, and you finish the water, build up the walls, and turn it into farmland. So I'm just going to do that here real quick. I'm going to put the glass at this layer so that you can see the villager work. And now, you guys are probably smart enough to figure out how to do this on your own, but I'm going to do a very kind of cheaty thing and just summon a villager right here. I'm sorry, it is entirely possible to get one in a chamber like this, but I don't have that kind of time. I don't want this video to take forever. Just push them in the hole like that, and then you're good. That is literally all you need. Now you just need a farmer. But just go ahead and plant them all up. Pretty easy. Simple Minecraft stuff. This has been in the game for a while. You know what, I'm actually curious. How long have you guys been playing? Leave that in the comments. I have been playing for a long time. So long that I can't remember what version I started in. I will try to remember that and see if I could figure that out. If you guys want to know, of course. And yeah, leave a comment. When did you start playing? So did you start in 1.12 or 1.13 with the awesome new water physics, or, you know, all the new mobs, the new fish and everything? I gotta say, the fish are really cool. I love the addition of the fish. It's just such a good, what is it? It's a good ambient thing in the environment, just to see them swimming around. It's a really good addition. Or are you like me from like the beta versions, like real long time ago? Whoops. He'll figure it out. Let's quickly close the door. And this farm is all complete now. You just saw there the grass or the wheat we broke, he planted back because he picked up the seeds, and he'll proceed to maintain the farm with the seeds and throw all the wheat as bread at this guy, which will be collected by the minecart hopper and be transported down into this chest where I have all this other stuff that I dropped. Well, I mean, I think I've covered everything that this video should cover. Leave a comment if you know any ways to do this better, or if you know any other interesting farm designs related to villager-based carrot and wheat farming. Also, like if you liked. I mean, you can dislike if you disliked, of course. And consider subscribing if you're new, which you definitely are. So you're all definitely new. So subscribe if you liked it, because I'm going to make a lot more of these videos where I just explain farms. Well, yeah, this has been episode 1 of the Minecraft Physics series, where I just explain stuff that works and explain why it works. And I suppose that's it. Goodbye.